Welcome to Connie's Kitchen. We're in Connie's Kitchen today, but we will be featuring the Baraka brand products. We're gonna make a pomegranate cheesecake, and it's gonna be a no-bake pomegranate cheesecake. So we're gonna start with a little bit of raspberries, not too much. Oh, you know what, we'll use the whole thing.
What is that, 4 ounces of raspberries? About a cup of raspberries and half a cup of blueberries.
You guys see how there's little corners? If you follow those corners, you should be following the veins of the pomegranate, which will help this kind of cut through a little easier. There's a little bit of white in here, and that's where the bitterness comes from. Now, what we're also going to do to spruce this up and to intensify the flavor, we have here some Baraka brand pomegranate molasses. So we're gonna pour this right over the top. Can you guys see that?
So no sugar added then, right?
Well, here's what we're gonna do, Connie. Instead of adding sugar, because this is going on top of our cheesecake, we want it to stiffen up, so that's what we're gonna use.
Oh, looks like you're using the Baraka brand Jello.
Yes,
That's
we
awesome.
are. So why don't we,
put this on the
we're gonna boil this, then we will add this to it. Okay, now that our berries are slightly simmering, I'm gonna use the same cup that I had my pomegranate molasses in, and I'm gonna fill it up with a little bit of water. Actually, this is a 4-ounce cup. I'm gonna fill it up all the way to the top so we get a nice amount of gel out of this. And we're going to add this right to the top, just like so. Now that that is on the fire, we're gonna start with our crust. So, Connie, what are you gonna do with these?
I am going to use some Baraka tea biscuits. And what I did is I put about a nice good package right over here into the bag, and I am going to chop them. And I'm going to chop them up really fine because this
Chop them?
Or chop them, break them up.
Me smash them?
Yeah, you could call it that.
You're doing a good job chopping those, Connie. You sure you're...
I am smashing them. And it looks like we're just about done with these, Summer.
All right, cool. Let's open that package up, and we're gonna pour it in here with our melted butter.
Right here is our melted butter, and I am going to pour it right into there. And I'm mixing it.
Oh, the smell smells so good. And that's a salted butter, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, guys. So what we're doing is we're getting creative. Instead of sticking with the tea biscuits and just the basic butter, we're going to add some dark chocolate right into this. And what we've done is we've taken some chocolate chips, just like so, and we're slowly melting them in 30-second increments in the microwave. So once they get nice and smooth, we're gonna add them right to our tea biscuits and our butter. Perfect. Make a nice crust, which looks beautiful. So I have a clear cup because I want you guys to be able to visualize what we're doing right now. I have not added my gelatin just yet. So the goal here is to get rid of all those little seeds here. And so I'm gonna pour it right into this little colander. So this is gonna take a minute. I'll put this on the side before we add our Jello. And we're gonna start making our filling, our cheesecake filling. So guys, now that we've finished our very berry compote, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it, or we're gonna turn it into jelly by adding our halal gelatin. And so I'm gonna open this up, and I'm not going to add the whole thing. I'm just gonna add a little bit. And the reason I need to do this quickly while this is hot is because we need to activate the gelatin. So here we go, we're gonna add it. We're gonna add in the ice now too. Go for it, perfect. And then this is ready to be poured right on top of our gelatin, our cheesecake. So we're gonna make the filling for the cheesecake. And what we're gonna do is, in this saucepan, we're gonna start with some cold milk, about a half a cup of cold milk. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to add 1, 2, 3 heaping spoons of the custard powder. And then we're going to add some more milk to this once we mix this together, because the actual custard here, this custard powder, needs to be cooked to get rid of the graininess of the product. So we're mixing it with the cold milk, and we're gonna place this on the stove, and it'll thicken as we cook it. Okay, so we got a nice consistency here with the custard and the milk. I'm gonna add about a cup of milk and a cup of heavy cream. And just to stiffen this up, because we not only wanna make this rich, we have to add some kind of product that would help the actual cheesecake keep its shape. So we're going to use, once this comes to a boil, a little bit of gelatin, about a teaspoon to a tablespoon. So I'm gonna place this right on the stove and let it come to a boil. So what we're gonna do right now is we place this right into a Ziploc bag. We're gonna freeze this as fast as we can. And what we're gonna do right now is we are going to make the second blend to the pie filling. Our pudding is cooling down. We're gonna start with some heavy cream right in our bowl. Connie, go for it.
And then using about a half a cup over here.
I'm just going to, remember, we put this in this Ziploc bag to cool it down very fast, which it did. Oh my God, it's already starting to thicken. And Connie's gonna fold it in. Let's go. Here we go. We're pouring it in here. We're assembling our cheesecake.
So now what I'm going to do here is I am going to flatten this out. And look, this is basically a no-bake. This is a no-bake cheesecake right here, you guys.
While this is on the ice, I'm also gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna throw in my pomegranates so we get a nice little crunch with our topping. And I'm gonna pour this right on top of our cheesecake. And we're gonna put this right into the refrigerator and let it settle.
Wow, that looks fabulous.
The longer you put it in the refrigerator, the better, and then we'll cut through it and enjoy a slice. So we brought the cheesecake out of the refrigerator. It sat in the refrigerator for about 2 to 3 hours. I'm just gonna remove this. This is exciting. Oh, it's nice and hard. Me and Connie are gonna basically cut through this and take a nice slice. So,
oh my God, that's amazing.
And there you have it. Your slice of pomegranate cheesecake.
Amazing.